Hello students. In previous session of human health and disease, I have covered common cold caused by rhinovirus, typhoid caused by Salmonella typhi, pneumonia caused by Streptococcus pneumoniae or Haemophilus influenzae, then a protozoan disease, malaria caused by Plasmodium vivax, and then I have covered the life cycle of malarial parasite, which is digenetic in nature, require two host bodies to complete sexual and asexual reproduction. In today's session, we'll move further, learning the disease caused by one more protozoan, then two diseases caused by worms, and one disease caused by fungus. The next protozoan is Entamoeba histolytica. They are transmitted through a vector, houseflies. The person suffering from amoebiasis, it is commonly called as amoebic dysentery. It is a severe dysentery causing dehydration. The person discharging the waste in open area on which if the houseflies sit, or the person discharging the stools in the toilets and the drainage chamber is open and water is flowing and houseflies sitting over it. Houseflies, when they comes in contact with the tiny entamoebas, and when the same housefly will sit on the foodstuffs or water reservoirs, the contaminated water or contaminated food, when the person consumes, and if the person's immune system is not capable to prevent invasion of these or unable to recognize these entered entamoebas, then these organisms retain in the digestive tract, start multiplying in the mucosal lining of the stomach, causing initially constipation, difficulty in egestion, followed by continuous discharge of the fecal matter along with the mucus and the blood. In severe condition, there will be cramps throughout the body due to weakness. There is a water loss through the discharged fecal matter, and the person may collapse anytime. The next disease caused by worm is Ascariasis. The worms belongs to Ascihelminthes, which includes pseudocoelomates, unsegmented animals. Now, they are known for infestation. In the soil, if the eggs are found of these worms, through contaminated water, the eggs may enter in the digestive tract of a person. As usual, if the immune system is unable to recognize or unable to show defense, eggs hatch into tiny roundworms. The name of the organism is Ascaris lumbricoides. It starts multiplying, they have power of regeneration, they start multiplying continuously in the stomach region. And the whole intestinal passage may be blocked. Because of this, indigestion, feeling of fullness, digestive capacity is lost, loss of appetite, and the further complication, the person become anemic, showing swollen stomach. That's why it is always advised after rainy season, especially children who play in the mud or who play in the soil, has to take dewormist tablets or albendazole. Government of India already made this compulsory to distribute albendazole tablet in every educational institute till the teenagers. So remember this. Coming to the next disease, filariasis. The severe infection causes elephantiasis. The name of the worm causing this infestation is Vocaria bancrofti. There is one more species, Vocaria malai. Here also, the tiny eggs may enter through the crevices of the foot if the person is walking barefooted, or The Culex mosquito can carry the eggs from infected person to healthy person or from contaminated soil to the person's body. These tiny eggs will hatch and release the worms. The worms travel, multiply continuously and slowly enter in the lymphatic vessels of the lower limbs where there is continuous fat deposition. They start feeding and start growing lengthwise, causing inflammation or swelling of the lymphatic vessels, causing deformity of the genital organs as well as the lower limbs. As the swollen leg looks like an elephant's leg, that's why the disease name is called elephantiasis. No remedies available for this particular disease. So, vectors like Culex mosquito, the pig population, unhygienic condition may carry this infection rapidly. Moving to the last disease in the second part of the topic, the name of the disease is ringworm infection. The organism causing this infection is fungus. It is Epidermophyton or Trichoderma rubrum or Trichoderma rubrum. Now this fungus releases the spores. Spores comes in contact with the skin and the skin shows formation of blisters causing intense itching, causing that patch becomes red. And due to continuous itching, there is a swelling. These are called blisters formation. If the person comes in contact with the infected person, the spores can easily transfer to the next person. If the clothes are shed, then also the spores are transmitted from one person to another person. Here, the fungus is feeding on the keratin, a protein present on the skin cells. And they start penetrating the mycelia in the subcutaneous region, and this is how the infection rapidly spreads. With this, I have completed total 8 infectious communicable diseases where the pathogens directly transmitted or indirectly transmitted from an infected person to healthy person, and if the immune system is not working properly, person has to suffer. Recall the list of the communicable diseases. Common cold caused by rhinovirus. Typhoid caused by Salmonella typhi. Pneumonia, there are 2 organisms listed here. It is Streptococcus pneumoniae or Haemophilus influenzae. Then a malaria caused by Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium ovale or Plasmodium falciparum. Entamoeba histolytica causing amoebiasis or amoebic dysentery. Ascaris lumbricoides, common name is roundworm, causes ascariasis. Filarial worm or Vaccaria bancrofti or Vaccaria malai, which causes elephantiasis or filariasis. And the ringworm infection caused by the fungus Epidermophyton or Trichoderma. With this, I have completed second part of the topic. Thank you very much.